The city of Hudson in upstate New York is pretty much like every small town in America, a mix of a few with much, many more with less. College student Jihad Mia was in that latter category until recently. He entered a lottery for a program, private donors promising to pay 25 people in Hudson $500 a month every month for 5 years. No strings attached.
I was shocked, I didn't want to believe it.
He's one of a few hundred people across the country receiving money every month as part of pilot programs happening in more than a dozen cities. One of the first was started in 2019 in Stockton, California, and the results from the first year were recently released. Dr. Amy Castro Baker is the lead researcher.
What we've seen in Stockton is that people know best what their family's needs are, and that they have really leveraged that money to increase their family's financial stability, and in many cases, increase their access to stable employment.
The number of participants who found full-time work increased by 12%. She says because they could take time off to find a new job. Emotional and physical health improved as well. And the U.S. is about to find out if that will happen across the country, thanks to the coronavirus relief package passed by Congress. The child care tax credit was increased, meaning for the rest of the year, parents with a child 5 years old and younger will receive $300 a month. For kids 6 to 17, $250. That will go to single parents who make less than $112,500 and married couples who make up to $150,000. Analysts say nearly 9 out of 10 children will benefit. Joan Hunt leads the program in Hudson. She thinks the impact could be huge.
This ties back to the stigma. Often the poorest members of our community are receiving social service benefits, which don't actually challenge or break the cycle of poverty. They're keeping people in poverty as opposed to helping them move beyond that and find meaningful work.
Jihad agrees.
And I can choose to donate to charities, and I could give back to my community. I could buy paint for my nieces and introduce them to instant photography and not feel like, oh, I can't pay rent now because of that,
Analysts say this should cut child poverty and hunger nearly in half, but it expires at the end of this year. Democrats want to continue it. All Republicans in Congress voted against it, meaning this is likely to be a key issue in the next election, one with very real consequences for America's children. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.